campaign slogan for him. But his first 4 years in office, he really didn't focus a whole lot on that because there was so much other stuff going on. So now he's starting his second term, and the very first things that we're starting to hear is the immigration reform. So some of the discussion questions that I have this evening refer to the immigration reform. And the first one was, how has an increased immigrant nurse population affected healthcare? Anybody think of anything? One of the things that I thought about was members of the healthcare team may not recognize the skill of foreign nurses. Or there is an exception or an expectation that working with patients may take them more time and patience when working with somebody from another country. What about language barriers? Do you think that might be something huge? And you know that language is so very important. Being able to understand like what the physician says, it could be vice versa, whether it's a nurse and that nurse communicating to the patient. Clear, concise communication is imperative in the medical industry to prevent harm and costly mistakes. And providers are looking towards technology innovations so that it helps reduce the incidence of errors. And then what about the lack of cultural competency in the workplace environment? Because of the different cultures, what they've learned. The migration of nurses to the U.S. has increased tremendously since the introduction of new immigration laws, giving more visas to foreign nurses to lure them to the United States. Previous restrictions have been lifted to allow the influx because of the nursing shortage and its effect on healthcare. So number two, what challenges might occur in a culturally diverse work group? And some of the things that we had talked about in the past, personal space. Okay? Because when we start to invade someone's personal space, what do? You're like, what is she doing? Okay? We don't really know. So that patient that we're working with, they might not